Have you ever caught yourself wondering, why won't this feeling go away? It's not just a fleeting crush. It lingers. It sneaks into your thoughts during the quiet moments. Sometimes it even visits your dreams or unexpectedly shows up in your du'as. And you start to question, is this from Allah? Or is it just me, getting carried away with emotion? That's the thing about desire, it can be confusing. When your heart attaches itself to someone, it's hard to tell whether it's something sacred or just a trick of the nafs, wrapping attraction in the illusion of destiny. Especially today, when halal love is romanticized and we're constantly told to follow your heart. Many fall into haram thinking it's a divine sign, but not every flutter in your chest is from Allah. Not every emotion is pure. And yet, sometimes, it is. So how can you tell the difference? How do you know if this is just a moment of distraction or a form of mercy from the one who knows your heart better than you do? Let's talk about 4 signs that your feelings might actually be part of Allah's planet, just a whisper from your nafs. First, the feeling draws you closer to Allah, not further. Think about it. Does remembering this person also remind you of your prayers, your du'as, your accountability to Allah? Does it make you more cautious with your actions, more careful with your words? Do you find yourself wanting to guard your heart, not recklessly pursue them, but instead pray for clarity, ask for purity, and grow spiritually? That's not infatuation. That's a heart still centered on its creator, even while it feels drawn to one of his creations. When a desire is from the nafs, it clouds your judgment. You start to slip, delaying prayers, justifying sin, staying up late not to pray, but to chat. But when Allah places a feeling in your heart, it doesn't derail you, it realigns you. You think about becoming someone worthy of love, not just someone who receives it. You lower your gaze out of respect, not shame. That kind of desire is purified through the remembrance of Allah, not drowned in guilt. Second, Allah slows things down, and at first, that can be painful. The conversations fade. The connection that felt so strong begins to feel distant. Plans you thought were moving forward suddenly hit pause. You're left wondering, did I mess up? Was this not meant to be? But what if that delay is not rejection? What if it's protection? When a desire is from your nafs, you'll want it fast. You'll rush, overlook red flags, call impatience passion. But when it's from Allah, there's a strange kind of peace in the delay. A voice in your heart says, if it's written for me, it'll come. And if it's not, even chasing it won't make it mine. That's tawakkul. That's trust. The Prophet ﷺ said, what missed you was never meant for you, and what reached you was never going to miss. So if something slows down, maybe it's not ending, it's maturing. Third, you find yourself more protective over your values than ever before. You've always had boundaries. But now, with this person in your heart, you're more alert, more careful. Not because you're weak, but because you realize how vulnerable your heart is. You make dua, not just to be with them, but to guard your soul. You ask Allah, don't let this turn into sin. Don't let me ruin what could have been beautiful. And that fear, it's not fear of rejection. It's fear of losing Allah's pleasure. That's a different kind of love. It's a spiritual awakening. The Prophet ﷺ said, whoever gives up something for the sake of Allah, Allah replaces it with something better. If your desire pushes you to resist temptation, to set stricter limits, to clean your intentions, then that love might not be a distraction. It might be a tool Allah is using to shape you. Fourth, you've asked Allah to take the feeling away, but it hasn't gone. You've tried. You've told yourself it's just emotion, just shaitan, and yet, here it is still living in your chest. But instead of breaking you, it's building you. You pray deeper. You reflect more. You catch yourself cleaning up your language, cutting out haram habits, trying to become the version of yourself you used to neglect. Maybe this isn't just desire. Maybe it's growth, disguised as longing. You see, sometimes Allah uses our attachments not to give us what we want, but to bring us back to Him. The feeling might never lead to a relationship, but it led to repentance. It led to reflection. It led to a better version of you. And that's a victory too. So ask yourself honestly, has this feeling made me love Allah more? Has it made me more cautious with my dignity, more sincere in my prayers, more aware of my actions? If the answer is yes, then maybe this isn't just a crush. Maybe it's the beginning of transformation. And even if you never end up with that person, even if it was never written for you, you still win, because you return to Allah through it. And that kind of love is never wasted. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.